The world can be dark. Life can be difficult. But remember this: you are the light. Don't wait for the world to give you permission to shine. Don't wait for someone to come and save you. Create your own light. And in doing so, you'll not only change your own world, but you'll light the way for others too. Imagine the world as a vast expanse of shadow, uncertainty, confusion, fear, pain. It's not hard to see the darkness in the world around us. We've all been there, caught in the storms of life, struggling to find a way out, surrounded by doubt and despair. Sometimes it feels like the darkness will swallow us whole, like the world is simply too big, too heavy, and too indifferent to care. But here's the thing: darkness only belongs to those who let it. And you were never meant to hide in the shadows. You were born to create your own light, embracing the darkness. Let me tell you something. Darkness isn't your enemy. It's a canvas. It's the backdrop against which your light will shine. And that light doesn't come from the outside, from someone else's approval or success. It doesn't come from a world that constantly demands more from you. Your light comes from within. Darkness is not a curse. It's an opportunity to prove to yourself what you're really capable of. Look at the world around you. Every time someone tells you that it's not possible, that you'll never make it, you're being told there's only darkness. But you know what? That's just the start. The people who reject you, the situations that hurt you, they're not in control. You are. You get to decide if you stay lost in the dark or if you light up the night. The power of self-reliance. When you create your own light, you stop depending on external forces to illuminate your path. The world will tell you to follow this rule, to fit into that mold. They'll show you what success looks like, tell you how to get there, and push you to fit into their expectations. But here's the truth: that's their light, not yours. If you want to find your way, you can't rely on someone else's map. You have to build your own. You have to become your own source of illumination. When you take responsibility for your own light, you stop being at the mercy of the world's uncertainties. You realize that the power to change your situation, your perspective, and your future has always been within you. Your strength is not in escaping the darkness, but in using it to fuel your own fire. Resilience in the face of adversity. We live in a world that often tells us to fear the unknown, to fear the darkness. But what if I told you that some of the brightest lights are born in the most challenged circumstances? Look at the stories of the people who inspire us. People who have overcome the odds, risen from the ashes of their struggles, and shown us that the greatest light shines after the darkest nights. People like Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison in a literal and metaphorical darkness, but came out to light the way for an entire nation. Or Malala Yousafzai, who was shot for speaking out, yet her courage sparked a global movement for girls' education. They didn't wait for someone to light the way for them. They created their own light through perseverance, through courage, and through the refusal to be extinguished by the darkness. And you're no different. Every challenge you face, every moment you feel lost or powerless, that's just another step toward becoming the person you're meant to be. Your light will never burn brighter than when it's tested by the darkness. The importance of self-discovery. When you decide to create your own light, you stop looking for someone else to define you. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop worrying about what the world thinks and start listening to what your soul says. The light you create is personal, unique, and authentic to who you are. And it's in this journey of self-discovery that you find your true strength. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming you, unapologetically. Ask yourself what would happen if you stopped trying to be like everyone else and instead focused on being the best version of yourself. What would happen if you stopped waiting for external validation and started believing in your own abilities? That's when you light up the world. Not because of some grand external recognition, but because you've embraced your true self. The impact of creating your own light. The beauty of creating your own light is that once it's shining, it doesn't just illuminate your path, it lights up the world around you. When you start living in your own truth, when you build a life based on your own values, your own vision, others will start to notice. They'll be drawn to you, to your energy, to the way you carry yourself. You'll become a beacon for others who feel lost, a source of hope for those who've forgotten that they too can create their own light. You don't just survive the darkness, you become a guide for others who are lost in it. Your light isn't just for you, it's for the world. Never stop creating your light. And here's the final truth. Your light is not a one-time thing. It's not something that flickers once and then fades. Every day, you have the opportunity to reignite it, to keep it burning brighter than before. Life will throw challenges at you. The darkness will rise time and time again. But your light, it will never go out, because you're the one who keeps it going. When life gets tough, when the world tries to dim your spirit, you must remind yourself, darkness belongs to those who wait for someone else to save them. But for you, darkness belongs to those who refuse to be defeated, who choose to rise again and again to create their own path. So, when the shadows of life close in, don't be afraid. Use them. Turn them into a canvas. Let your light shine. Let it blaze and show the world what you're made of, because the darkness will never overpower you when you are the one who creates the light. The world can be dark, life can be difficult, but remember this: you are the light. Don't wait for the world to give you permission to shine. Don't wait for someone to come and save you. Create your own light, and in doing so, you'll not only change your own world, but you'll light the way for others too.